Hi, my name is Lawrence, otherwise known as Ghost Dog. Over the years, I have been watching hundreds, maybe thousands of YouTube channels, TV shows, documentaries, and whatnot on the paranormal. I have two passions in life, that's trucking and the paranormal. But first, a little bit about me. I'm a 23-year plus and going truck driver. I've been all over the United States, all 48 states, including Canada. And in my time, all these years on the road, I have seen many unusual, unexplained, and simply the impossible. I've seen shadow figures. I've heard stuff that can't be explained. I've seen full apparitions, partial apparitions. One of the places I pick up is out of Chicago. It's a scrap place. One day, I was over there getting loaded, and I got friendly with the owner of the place. It is an old place, probably built in the 20s, 30s, and of all things I was talking about was the paranormal. And he kind of got a smile on his face. He says, "I want to show you something." I said, "Sure." So we went upstairs. As we were going upstairs, he says, "This upstairs, there's nothing up there except for all wooden planks and a couple old ropes, and that's about it, really. But none of his workers will go up there. They absolutely refuse. He doesn't like to go up there unless he's got somebody with him." Sparked my interest, so we continue up. And I'm looking around, and sure enough, it's old, dried up, looked like it's ready to fall apart. And gotta admit, it felt kind of creepy. And trust me, it's hard to spook me. So I'm looking around, and I see in the corner real dark spots, patches on the floor. I inquired about it, and the owner looked at me and kind of smiled and says, "This is one of the places that is undocumented. There are no records, and you won't find anything official about this particular building. But this building was used by Al Capone." I said, "Really? What about the dark spots?" He told me, he said, "This is where Al Capone got his answers." And he kind of left it at that. I looked at it. I said, "Anybody die up here?" He says, "Yes, there have been deaths up there." Talked to him a little bit more. Now I have an open invitation to come up there and do a night investigation. That's just one place. Another time, I was on my way down to Georgia, passing through Nashville, Tennessee. I decided to stop at a truck stop. Went inside, have to walk down this hallway to get to the restaurant. Well, as I was walking, I had this bad habit. I looked down, and with the brim of my hat, which is turned backwards right now, you really can't see what's directly in front of you. You only can see about knees down. Well, as I was walking down the hallway, I come up on a pair of legs just standing there. A pair of old blue jeans, oversized blue jeans, rolled up at the cuff. A pair of old, muddy, brown work boots, just standing there. Well, I didn't want to run them over, so I stopped. And I said, "Go ahead," motioning him to come around me. But he wouldn't move. Well, after a few seconds, I looked up to confront him again. And to my surprise, nobody was there. I looked back down. No legs. I started looking around, started spinning in circles. Confused as hell. Where did this guy go? Finally, a waitress come out walking to me with a concerned look on her face, asked me if I was okay. I said, "Where did that guy go? He was just here. And then he just disappeared." She said, "Sir, I watched you walk down the hallway. Then you stopped, and a few seconds later, you started spinning in circles." I said, "Yeah, I stopped because I was about ready to run some guy over." She goes, "Sir, there was nobody in front of you." Another example. Now, where am I going with all this? Simple. As I said, one of my passions besides truck driving is the paranormal. And yes, there are literally hundreds of thousands of ghost shows out there. But I noticed something. about 99% of them all focus on quote-unquote famous, well-known, most quote-unquote most haunted places, and that's about it. Waverly Hills, Lizzie Borden home, Queen Mary, and so on. Well, after a few hundreds, thousands of the same shows investigating the same places, you kind of know what's going to happen, what's going on, and it loses that pizzazz, that excitement. Still, it's kind of fun to watch, I'll admit. So I decided to do something a little different, combining my passion for paranormal and my other passion in my career, truck driving. As I stated, I drive all 48 states, and let me tell you something. Even though these well-known places are, like I said, well-known for their hauntings, a lot of people don't understand those aren't the only places. Just about every square mile of the United States, there's some kind of haunting going on. You just don't know it. Heck, you could be standing a few feet, couple blocks, even maybe a few miles from a very haunted area or place and never know it. But I found out also, just about every town I've ever been to, people I talk to, they all have stories. They all have legends and myths. So getting back to what I was saying, in the next few weeks, I'd like to hear from you. I'm going to leave links down below where you can contact me through my Instagram and my Twitter. I don't want to know exactly where you live, but give me the town or an area. Tell me its stories, its legends, its myths, its haunts that you've heard of, that basically nobody else probably heard of. Maybe it's just a town thing. And let me know. Send me a short story, a location, what highway, what state, and who knows, I just might be traveling through that area, or I may even be delivering or picking up from your area. So that's what I'm asking you. In a few months, probably 2-3 months down the road, I will begin, once I get everything I need and got a good start and stuff to chew on and look at and see where I'm going, I'm going to start what I'm going to call, trying to decide if I want to call haunted trucking or haunted truckers, but something on that line. I'll drop my trailer and I'll bobtail to wherever I'm told there may be possible hauntings or the unusual. It doesn't necessarily have to be ghosts, spirits, and stuff like that. It could be something else. I'll do it on my break. They'll be quick, 30 minutes, hour or so long, but I'll do something. I'll have equipment by then. So that's what I'm looking for, and I'm hoping you can really help me out. I will send out another message like this, letting people know the show is about ready to start. I do want to thank a few groups, give them a shout out, because if it wasn't for them, I would have never had the courage to actually do this. And those people are Omar Gosh from the Omar Gosh vlogs and TVs. Love his shows, especially his haunted shows. You got James, the Blind Savage. Crazy guy, a lot of guts. You got the G-Team, Paranormal Investigators. They encourage me. I love Patty. She's crazy and she's beautiful. I like the Urban Ghost Hunters, brave people. 2 gentlemen there in particular. I can't think of their names right off the bat. Rob, I think. But they're fun to watch. Of course, you got to mention Mo Sargi, biggest set of cojones I have ever seen on anybody. The man will go anywhere, do anything, and if it can be climbed, he's going to climb it, and generally with one hand. But there's a special group out there that really has more or less pushed me over the edge of doing what I want to do. 2 young ladies out of California, Mady and Kelsi. They have their own YouTube channels. It isn't strictly ghost hunting. It's 6 days of 6 different things. Very lovely ladies, very talented ladies, and they're just basically getting started. I think about a year now they've been on. If it wasn't for them, I would have never been inspired to do what I'm doing. So please, check them out. Subscribe. Tell them Ghost Dog sent you. But ladies, I truly thank you for inspiring me and giving me the courage to do this. Until the next video, stay safe and blessed, and keep it between the lines.